Hey Ralph, just want to thank you for 40 years of service here at Auberle. It's hard to believe it's 40 years now, but I just really want to thank you for everything you've done for the kids here in the agency. I mean, from the camping trips that you've been on to the trips that we've been all over different states, to the adventures that we had in the gym, and all the intramurals and all the things that we've done together as a team and as a group. And I just want to say thank you. And I know the kids really appreciate it, and I know all the staff that work here in the agency really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you, Ralph. Keep going, man. 41. See you next year.
Congratulations, Ralph, on 40 years of service. I've known you for 30 of those 40 years. Good times and bad, and I hope to see you for another 10. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ralph, for 40 years of great service and dedication to Auberle. It's been a pleasure working with you all these years. Learned a lot from you, and I want to thank you for all the fun times we used to have up on Adapt, and you used to come in and do the overnight movies with me and Vince and all the kids. And we used to pinch hit for Night Monitor. Thank you for all the fun times also with flag football. But one thing, you were one of the worst referees I've ever had seen in my life, so terrible officiating. But all kidding aside, congratulations and good luck, and hopefully 40 more years.
Thank you, Ralph, for 40 years of service here at Auberle. The impact that you've made on the lives of kids and families, as well as staff here at Auberle, is immeasurable, and we will be forever thankful.
Thank you, Mr. Ralph, for everything you've done for 40 years of service and for being that contagious person of happiness and promoting all the wonderful things we do here with the young people. I know for me personally, when I first started, you came straight up to me after the challenge course and asked me to be a part of it, and that meant a lot to me because I was able to learn under you and to see how impactful some of the things we do here can really elevate us as individuals and us as a whole as Auberle. So thank you again. I appreciate everything you do, and I look forward to spending more time with you on the challenge course.
Thank you, Mr. Ralph, for 40 years of service. Everything that you've done over that time and continue to do is greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Ralph, for 40 years of service to Auberle. You've done an amazing job with these kids over the years, and I know they appreciate it. And I personally can't thank you enough for all the times on the ropes course with you. It's been amazing. Thanks again.
Well, thank you for your 40 years of dedicated service to Auberle. You've been an inspiration to all these kids throughout your time. You've been a good leader, role model for everybody, and you always make these activities with these kids great. They always want to be, you set memories and planted a seed that will always grow. Congratulations.
Hi Ralph, thank you so much for 40 years of service. I remember back to the first time I did the flying squirrel, flying across the gym with you and having so much fun. Thank you for all your wisdom and hard work with the challenge course and everything else you do here.
Hi Ralph, this is Boniface. I want to thank you and I want to congratulate you on 40 years of service to Auberle. You have truly made an impact on the lives of many young people in this organization. I wish you many more great years ahead, and I hope that you will retire someday with a fat check that you can enjoy your time with your family and your friends. Thank you again.
You all for 40 years of service to Auberle.
All right, Ralph, thank you very much for your 40 years of service here at Auberle. I enjoyed listening to all the stories about Auberle and the history and all your travels over the years. I know you've made an impact on a lot of people in your time here. So thank you again for everything. And let's keep up our 100% track record on the challenge course. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ralph, for 40 years of service and for the amazing impact you've had on the lives of our kids and families.
Thank you, Ralph, for 40 years of service. You've touched the lives of many people, many young people here and abroad. We just thank you for all you've done and all you continue to do, Ralph. Much success in everything that you do, because we know your heart is for the kids. Thank you and God bless.
When anyone thinks about Ralph, the first thing that comes to mind is his legendary camping trips, where he's taken kids out for the first time out of an urban environment and into the countryside, and the lessons that he's taught us as a result of the bonding that goes on in those relationships. You know, Ralph has reinvented himself so many times over 40 years to meet the ongoing changing needs of kids. He was one of our last live-in staff. When Ralph started here, he actually lived at Auberle with the kids on a permanent basis. That was his address. He's also the last staff member we have that was personally taught and hired by Pauline Auberle. Ralph also, if you look at his ID, not only does it look like a dog chewed it, but it's also the only black and white photo we have for his service. When Ralph started here, it was actually an ink and pencil drawing like a wanted poster on his ID. The Smithsonian has asked us to send his ID on the day he retires for the Smithsonian National Collection. But thanks, Ralph, for changing the lives. Literally, you've touched thousands of kids over 40 years and really made a difference in their lives. And for that, everybody in the region owes you a great debt of thanks.